Hello, hello. Good morning, sis. How are you this morning? I want to talk to you all about something, and I know a lot of ladies are going through it because I'm hearing it from a whole lot of women. So, what I'm going to call this morning is why can't you just be honest? And what I mean about that is why can't you just tell the truth? Whether you're a man or a woman, what is so hard about telling the truth? I know as a kid, if I would lie about something, it was because I would think that I was going to get a spanking. So, you've got to hide what you did, or you're just afraid to tell it. And even now as an adult, there's this anxiety that kind of sets in if I have to tell somebody something and I think it's going to hurt their feelings or something like that. So, but I tell them, because I do believe even in friendship and other things, like if you tell the truth to somebody, it helps them. And if somebody tells you the truth, then it helps you. So I appreciate the truth. That's the kind of woman I am, just put my big girl pants on and I deal with whatever the truth is. So my question for men and for women, what is hard about telling the truth? Because it's not the fact that you did something wrong as to why people stop talking to you, get upset with you, divorce you, or anything like that. It's not the fact that you did something wrong. It's the fact that you lied about it. You covered this, whether it's for a minute or for some months or some years. When you do something like that, when you cover the truth, it's a lie. And telling half the truth is a lie. I don't know if a lot of people understand that or if they've heard that before. When you lie, or you're just being very dishonest, then that shows your character. So I'm going to share with you all this experience because, as you all know, the dating, it's a little different, So I met this guy, and honestly, awesome guy, nice guy. He was considerate, the conversation and everything was on point. We're like talking, and even, before you go to bed, it's just like you're talking until until you can't talk anymore. It was just like a relief. It was refreshing to have somebody who can communicate. That's one thing. And, even going on the date, everything was fine. I mean, we shut it down. We sat in a restaurant for 4 hours, just conversating, going back and forth, laughing and talking. And, he is a man who loves the Lord. So, that was refreshing to me. So all of a sudden, I guess when all those conversations happened, he was out of town around his family. So when he got back to his home city, there was no more night conversation. There was texting, but not calling. So, I'm a smart woman, and not only am I a smart woman, but I'm a praying woman. So I know what it is. My thing is, I would have just been like, hey, this is a great guy, and let's say it didn't work out for him, I'm not what he wanted or whatever else, which he was telling me it's not you, there's nothing wrong, he just had him a moody day or whatever else. So being understanding of that, I'm just like, what was so hard to tell the truth though? Because now I don't know what they call, I think it's like ghosting or whatever. I got ghosted, y'all, for the first time, right? So, and the ladies have been telling me about it, but I had not experienced it. Well, I experienced it. So, here it is, ghosting. It's like, everything was fine, and out of nowhere, you dropped the ball. I'm concerned about that because, I really didn't know the guy, forever or anything, I'm not crying, and things like that, but it's just like, why couldn't he tell the truth? Why couldn't you just say, well, you're not what I'm looking for? Or tell the truth and say, hey, I'm still in a relationship with somebody else, or I'm still, my heart is still with somebody else, and I shouldn't really be out here dating. So, ladies, and you can share this with me if you want, do you have a ghosting story? For me, ghosting is nothing other than being dishonest. And it's like a cowardly action, because my thing is, everybody is not for everybody. you know. But in the same breath, you shouldn't go around like hurting other people's feelings or anything like that. Like, you owe it to somebody to say, hey, I just really don't want to be bothered. And that's fine, because, hey, you seen them all. There's plenty of men in this world, or there's plenty of women in this world. Why, for you, is it so hard to tell the truth? Ladies, you can chime in. Men, you can chime in. But why is that something that's hard to do? Why is telling the truth hard to do? Like, in different situations, I would not have stopped talking to the people if they would have told me the truth. I would not have ended relationships if they had just been honest. But my thing as a woman, and you all can tell me how you feel about this, but if you lie to me about something, then I question everything you've ever told me. Because we're grown and we really don't have to lie about anything. Nobody's going to beat you up because you tell them the truth. So that's what I pose today. That's the question. Like, why is it so hard to tell the truth? And have you been ghosted? Let me know some of your stories. I love you, sis. If everybody rather lies to you, make sure you tell yourself the truth. You're worthy. It's okay to have standards. Everybody's not for you, so you can't get mad if people don't want to be with you. But honesty is important. I love you, sis.